Now, with the release of the iPhone 5, we've been talking about smartphones quite a bit the past couple weeks. Today, we want to turn our attention to tablets. And of course, joining me is Timmy Moore. Timmy, nice to see you.
Nice to see you.
Now, some people, they just like using a laptop. You know, tablets, they're much smaller, they're lighter in weight. How do you know, though, if a tablet or a laptop is better for you? So you've brought two now,
Yes.
okay? You've brought the Android and the iPad, and I
Correct.
have an iPad. I love it. Okay, now if you decide to make that switch to a tablet, how do you know which one of these is the best one? Let's start with battery life.
The first one is, battery life would really depend on which operating system you're running. Apple has optimized their iPad really, really well to work well with a bunch of things in the world, like apps that will communicate with different devices. Those tend to manage battery life really well because Apple can control what devices can communicate.
Okay.
So they wouldn't put out any devices that are going to be battery draining and customer reviews would be bad.
Right.
That's one thing with Android. Android has all this power. It can do a bunch of things. It's got like quad-core processors, all this hardware. But sometimes it's not optimized to take full advantage of that, so battery life can drain. Screen brightness usually is a big battery drainer, so if you wanted battery life, the iPad would probably be a better choice.
Okay, all right. I like hearing that I made a good choice there. How about screen size in general? Does it really matter? I mean, I hate to say it, but they kind of almost look the same.
They do.
I'm probably wrong, aren't I?
Yes, there are different screen sizes. Like Samsung has devices that range from like 4 inches all the way up to 10.1 inches. Like this is Asus Transformer Infinity. This is their answer to the new iPad 3.
Okay.
So as you can see, definitely there is a big screen size difference. This is a 10.1 inch and this is a 9 inch. So really you can see this is more of a landscape orientation tablet. This is more of a portrait. So if you were watching movies, the movies would look a lot better on the landscape tablet than they would on the iPad because the movies would take full screen of the landscape. But that's the thing, if you rotate this on the iPad and you try to watch a movie, it won't be able to take advantage of the full display. So really, if you like watching media consumption, maybe an Android would be better for you. Or if you like a bunch of apps, the iPad would probably be better.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. So apps-wise, you really can't go wrong. I mean, there's so many different selections. What about like watching movies? Which one is better?
For movie rental, Apple does have a lot better movie selections. I know they have a bunch of TV shows, a bunch of movies, and a bunch of media that you can just download right from iTunes. And that's the nice thing. They just created this ecosystem that everything you do is either mobile or you can do it right on your computer, do one thing and it'll appear on all your devices. But with Android, they really don't have that ecosystem. Google's trying to start to cut down on what devices can access what, but there still is the Play Store. They can access movies, apps, and a bunch of media like that. But media-wise, the iPad would probably have a lot more media, which is an advantage.
All right, Timmy, we certainly appreciate it. And where can people contact you? How can people contact you?
I do have a Twitter. If they have any questions, they can direct message me.
All right, great. Thank you so much, Timmy Moore, for today's Tech Tuesday.